Hey, and welcome to The Last of Us. I'm very excited to be talking about this game, and I hope I can express everything that this game is and everything that this game made me feel. The Last of Us happens to be one of the greatest games that I've ever played. I think it was the highest rated game of 2013. I'm pretty sure it actually has a world record for having the most Game of the Year awards. Now, I know this game is already 2 years old, but before I played this game, I didn't actually watch or read anything on it this whole time. I had no idea about any plot points or about the ending or anything like that. I didn't see a single spoiler on this game the whole time it was out. I came into this game completely blind, and man, this game blew me away. The Last of Us was more of an experience than just a video game. As soon as I completed this game, I wanted to learn as much as I possibly could on it, like watching reviews and, listening to podcasts, just whatever there was out there, and I just needed to learn more about this game. It captured me in some way. I just needed more. This game made me feel real emotions, and there's fear, frustration, anxiety, sadness, pain. It was all a part of the experience.
Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him! I will meet you there.
There were some real moments of pain and sadness.
I know, baby, I know. Sarah. Baby. No. No. Please.
There were moments of horror and anger.
Stop!
Fucking touch me! What are you doing?
And there were moments of beauty.
Hurry up. Go on.
Hey there. So fucking cool.
And I must say that this game is absolutely gorgeous. There was a definite attention to detail. There are also a lot of gorgeous moments of cinematography. You can tell that there was a lot of effort put into this game.
This is not
And I was just playing the PS3 version, and it running on 60 frames per second on the PS4. It must be absolutely stunning.
We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess!
Show it to me. Oh, Christ.
Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing,
I felt that the length of this game was just right. I think my first playthrough was around 12, 13 hours.
what do you say?
There were never any parts that I felt like they were filler or just added in to make the game longer, a little padding or anything like that. I felt the pacing was perfect. I didn't even really end up exploring the game too much either. My first playthrough, I just ran through areas, didn't really look into any of the houses or anything like that. I guess I didn't really pull back the veil on this game and take in every detail. There were so many places you can go in certain areas. I felt like I was putting myself in unwanted danger or wasting precious resources like ammo or melee weapons.
Although I got some idea who might have come through.
This comes back to the real human emotions. You are thinking about danger and keeping track of your resources. There's almost a tactical feel to the game, planning and plotting the best way to handle a situation or scenario. And the game never dumps you into a situation where you are completely empty-handed, unless you actually put yourself in that situation, or end up using all your ammo or your melee weapons.
Okay.
When things like that happen, it's because of your own doing. Now, after putting this game on a pedestal, it's time to give it a low blow. The biggest problem I have with this game is the combat system. Now, before you say, oh, you suck at video games, this combat system is awesome, it's so cool, I get it. I had the exact same problem with the Uncharted system. It just feels clunky and awkward to me. This game is more based around stealth, but there are situations where you can't avoid fighting. And sometimes it's 4 or more people at a time. This game is not meant to have you fight 8 people at once. The combat isn't fluid enough to have you fight multiple targets. I know that auto-aim is cheating and normally I don't use it, but an auto-aim feature that you could turn on or off I feel would help this game. There are parts when fighting off so many infected that you have to blast them all down, and the aiming is horrible and clunky and you can't hit them, and when you try and hit them they're right in front of you and you just miss. And I mean, I've unloaded clips into people and not hit them once. I've shot them at point blank range and have bullets just gone right through them and done nothing only to have my face eaten off by a clicker and having to restart the scenario again. That being said, the game is quite forgiving when it comes to failing missions. You have unlimited retries and it allows you to figure out the scenario so you can plan the best route and figure out the best way to get through these situations. The way you're put into scenarios, you aren't supposed to get into those types of situations, though I can't get around how many times I just felt failed or frustrated with the combat. I had to start playing this game smarter. This game makes you think about the situation and assess it, which makes this game even more interesting and deep. It's not holding your hand and dragging you through these situations so you can earn a trophy. This is bringing me back, yet again, to the human emotions and feelings. It's making you think and make real decisions. You can't just come guns a-blazing into this game. You have to slow down and really think about it. Oh, okay, move here, take this guy out first, do this, do that. It's never letting you just run and gun, like a first-person shooter or anything like that. You really have to stop and think and plan the best route throughout any one of these scenarios that you're put into. And of course, after me saying all of that, I mean, I still put myself into situations where I had to fight off 6 guys, or, there was hordes of infected coming at me and I just went in guns a-blazing. But the best way to play this game is really slowing it down and methodically planning your way through the scenario. At the end of The Last of Us, I felt that Joel, like most people think, Joel was the bad guy. But I felt he was just a father protecting his daughter. Because after all this time, years presumably, Ellie had become his daughter that he lost 20 years ago. He even started calling her baby girl, like he used to call Sarah. Maybe his choice was selfish, but after becoming a father myself, there's something now inside me that flipped, that I would go to any length to save my daughter and make sure no harm would come to her. I like to call it the dad factor. The dad factor flicked on in me more than a few times, and I found myself yelling, "Don't you touch my Ellie!" And this is yet another time where real human emotions come into play.
Animal!
Carrie, shut. Come on, baby girl. I got you.
I feel that when Joel saved Ellie, he was doing a selfish thing, but he was doing what any father would do. He was only protecting his child. He was keeping the only thing that he has left in this world alive. Maybe his choice wasn't the best, for the whole human race, but in his eyes, Ellie is his whole world. She's the only thing that matters to him. It makes you feel a little more emotionally invested, and you can relate to Joel in some way, because Joel is just protecting someone that he loves.
Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
After all is said and done, there is a treasure trove of bonus content as well. I'm guessing you have to play through the game a couple of times to purchase all of them. As far as I can tell, they are purchased with money that is accumulated by playing through the story mode. There are plenty of things that you can get, but only thing that I really cared about was the concept art. These drawings and renderings of the characters are so good. You get to see the development of the characters and how they came to fruition. Also, all of the infected art is absolutely amazing. That was really the only thing that I cared about because it is so damn cool. You get to see initial sketches of the clickers and the bloaters, and you get to see concept art of things that were supposed to be in the game, or, you know, that artists had done. And yeah, it's absolutely awesome. If you get a chance, really check that out. And in closing, I have to say that I think everyone should play this game. Now, considering it's on current-gen consoles, the PS4, it's even more accessible. And it's running at 60 frames per second, graphics are up-res. I'm positive that it would look absolutely gorgeous. And I'm definitely looking forward to The Last of Us Left Behind DLC and making a thoughts video on that as well. And I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite scenes throughout the whole game. So enjoy, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.